Hello, how are you? It's me. It's Corey P, aka Cores, aka Mr. Fantastic, aka whatever. Um, I'm gonna do a part two to my last post. It's the post about Tyler Clementi and the whole suicide, and his roommate filmed him having sex with the guy, and he was totally in the closet, and he found out that he was being streamed live via the internet after it happened and he killed himself. I was just looking back at my response, and I know I said in it that I didn't mean to come off self-righteous. I just felt like I didn't really um, sound genuine, and I just wanted to, make sure that, if you view this, that, I'm really, I really meant everything that I said as far as, if there are any gay people, gay, guys, girls, if you feeling like you need to talk to somebody, like I'm serious about that, like, leave your email address or, your Facebook information. I mean, anything like in the comment thing, or you can subscribe and give me a direct message. I'm really serious about that because, like, I don't know, I just feel like, like I said, I'm not a counselor and I'm not trying to be Captain Save 'em. But I mean, I totally understand what it means when you just feel like you can't talk to anybody about this situation, because that's kind of my situation. I mean, I do have my friends. I actually do have somewhat of a support system, but a lot of my friends are straight, so there you go. So hold on, let me fix this so there's not a glare. There we go. Let me just move it. So yeah, like if you are feeling like you want to talk to somebody, like it's cool. Like I'm just a regular Joe. I'm not really anyone special, and I'm glad to make a friend. What's life without a few friends? Um, you know, so I am serious about that, and I really I am tired of hearing about stories about you know, gay kids that kill themselves because they feel like there is no point of living. There is every point of living. You're young, you have everything to live for. Your sexuality is just that, it's your sexuality. Who you choose to have sex with or be in love with, that's your business, your choice, your life. And you should never feel ashamed or bad about it. And that's something I'm trying to teach myself day in and day out. And the way I look at it, killing yourself is doing the, not only you're doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing the haters out there, you know, a favor. So, I'm gonna steal a quote from my favorite girl group, Electric Red. It was a little post they did. Basically, Sarah Rossetti, shout out to Sarah, love you, girl. She said, the haters don't take days off, so why should we? I agree, girl. You can't afford to clock out. Like, do that thing. The best way to get back at somebody, and it's not necessarily a revenge thing, but the best way to torment your tormentors is to live your life. Do what you do. I am the king of that. Like, even when I'm having a shitty day, if it's somebody that I don't that I know doesn't like me, I will make sure that I have the best day ever. Even when I don't feel like having the best day ever, I'll make sure of it. So, you killing yourself, you just doing them a favor, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to suffer and repress and end your life. And, because the way they look at it, it's one less faggot to deal with. One less queer, one less homo, and come on. You have everything to live for. A lot of y'all are, that, a lot of these kids that are doing this are 13, 14, 16, 18. It's like you have a whole life that you basically ended because of what some people didn't approve of you. There are a lot of things that people aren't going to approve. They're you know they talked about Jesus. I mean, hey, They didn't approve of him either. And I'm not, trying to hold anybody up to Jesus, because Jesus is Jesus. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, even like your own family. I mean, if they don't accept you, then, there's always people out there that will accept you. So, hell, I'll accept you. Just don't be crazy and don't like stalk me. I don't like that. But no, seriously, like, you live your life. You don't know what you could do in this world. You could, cure AIDS. You could be the next famous whatever. And all this talent and potential that a lot of you guys have and I have and everybody has. It's a shame that you would end your life because of one thing that isn't all of you. Like, it's 2010, and for those who are in school, it's high school. A lot of those people that pick on you, they're either A, gay themselves and they just can't deal with it, or B, they're just stupid. And you know when you're successful 10 years down the line, hell, 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, um, when you're successful, they're going to still be in the same place doing the same thing, talking that same shit. So, you know, a lot of the people that picked on me, I mean, a lot of them ain't doing much of anything. And I used to get picked on a lot, girl. Like, I would be a lot of stuff that I didn't even tell my mom what happened. I never got like jumped or anything, because luckily for me, I was a stocky kid, so nobody ever really tried to take it there physically. But name calling hurt just as much. There were those few, and when I shut them down, of course, nobody really messed with me physically. But and that's another thing, like you gay boys and stuff. I know a lot of gay boys now. I know some that, they carry weapons. I mean, not, of course you can't do that in school, but, if you can't carry a weapon, girl, you need to learn how to throw a decent punch. If you're going to be fabulous and you want to be femme and femmed out, I say learn to throw a punch. Learn to, when somebody mess with you, kick them with, you know, kick them in the chest or something. Learn how to fight. Because, hey, if you're going to be, sometimes it costs to be yourself. But you know what? It's a cost worth paying. Because at the end of the day, you didn't compromise yourself for anybody. So do it. Do the damn thing. Stop being victims. That's basically what I want, us as a community is, we can't, it's this is a time now where, it should be accepted. Everything should be hunky-dory and fine, but it's not. So, you know, counteract those things. Somebody tries to mess with you, give them the cure. You got the remedy. They give you fever, you give them that cough syrup. You fight. Sometimes it takes a ass whooping for people to realize, okay, you know what, damn, my bad, folk. That was, I ain't mean to step to you like that. Sometimes you really do have to be like that. I know as much, me, I'm not a confrontational person, but I'm not a punk either, and you're not gonna punk me. So that's just how I look at it. So if you want to be yourself, sometimes that's the price you pay. But at the end of the day, at least you can say you were yourself. You didn't compromise for no one. Not a damn, not a one. So, I just want to, get that clear that, I wasn't trying to be an ass. I think that story, and then after that, after reading about that story, and I was reading about all these other stories that have been piling up and piling up that get lost in the news because of everything else that's going on in the world, it really kind of put a damper on my mood, because I totally understand. Like I said, I'm 25. I'm kind of up there. I'm almost 30, so, and I'm still, dealing with issues being a young male, especially a young black male in the LGBT community. I mean, it's hard for me too. And a lot of my friends will say I joke and I cry and I put on the front, but really, there are times when I go home at night and I kind of have to take a deep breath and tell myself it's going to be okay too. So, you're not in the fight alone, and it's always going to be a fight, because there, as long as humans are alive, there are always going to be closed-minded, ignorant people, and that's a world that you should prepare yourself for. So, you know, that's all I had to say. I mean, hopefully everybody's having a glorious Saturday. I'm about to, so, I'm about to go out here and do my thing. So, just got off work. It's payday, even though I had to pay rent. So, really, I can't do much because I don't make a ton of money right now. Right now, it'll change, but I'm gonna work with the little that I got, and I'm about to put on this here outfit, and I'm about to go out and just hang and just be happy and give the haters something to hate about. Because once again, the haters don't take days off, so why should I? So I'm not doing my job if they ain't hating. So with that said, y'all be safe. Bye bye.